I turned left and went and get the local hills that way.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was there, but Siri found it.
Yeah.
So it probably, I mean, I still got here about the same time.
I think we're up. Looks like we got.
Testing 1, 2, 3. There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
All right, we are in business. I hear you. We are getting ready to go live. We know that for those of you out there watching, we are probably already live and on the air. We're testing mics, getting ready to go live. The JV game just finished. Our JV Lady Cardinals fell 2-0. Getting ready to go live here in the varsity game. We will be bringing you all the live action here shortly. It's myself, Charlie. How are you today, Charlie?
Hi, man, I'm good. I'm running a little behind, but we got it going finally. And
we've got Nick Thompson. He's taking care of all of our extracurriculars today,
Yep.
taking care of the balloons. I think it's homecoming here, so they had a bunch of balloons set up in front of us. He's pulling his best Esmer Carraza, and he's going to make a
take
little
care of
balloon ornament thing over there and over on the rail for us.
he's also the bouncer, so y'all don't get no idea of
That's
coming
right.
up there
That's
messing
right.
around.
We seen him hit people back in his
Oh,
football
yeah.
days, so
Yeah.
so we don't
Yeah.
want to be messing with him. That's for sure. So,
Yes, sir.
So anyway, we're getting ready to go live. We're going to test some mics. We'll be right back. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics. BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics. Right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Getting ready to go live here in beautiful, I don't know if I'd go that far, Hagerman,
Let's
New
just say
Mexico. We are in Hagerman. The Eunice Cardinals have traveled over here for a district game, as the Eunice Cardinals will be facing the number 1 District 2 4-2A Lady Bobcats.
Hagerman Bobcats. We're here to take them down right now.
That's
what
right.
we're here for.
That's right. Just trying to, like I said, get a check on our mics, make sure we sound good. We know we're live. For all of you out there, we appreciate you listening. We're just testing mics, getting ready to go live. Charlie, any thoughts before we jump back over to make sure it sounds okay?
Here we are for some volleyball, and this is we got tonight, we got Thursday night in Eunice with our senior night, and we're glad to be bringing you this game. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We'll start getting into them here in a few minutes.
Yeah, so thank you for listening. We'll be back here in just a few seconds. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!" BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Ball over here in the big city of Hagerman, New Mexico.
We are here on senior night in Hagerman. They got a lot of balloons floating around, a lot of other stuff going on. It is a busy day here in the busy metropolis of Hagerman, New Mexico. It should be a good evening, though. We'll see. I mean, any night's a good night when you're sitting in a gym or in a field.
Oh, yeah.
It's sports, and we love them, and it's what we do. So we are live here in Hagerman. Tonight we have a matchup of two District 4 2A teams as Hagerman hosts your Eunice Lady Cardinals. Eunice enters this matchup with a 2-17 overall record, 1-5 in district. Hagerman is 13-8, 6-0 in district. Hagerman is also currently sitting inside the top 5 in the Max Preps polls, inside the top 6, I believe, in the coaches poll. So this Hagerman team has played well this season for the most part. This could likely be the last road game for seniors Sarah Reeves and Chloe Jones of Eunice. Senior night will be Thursday night in Eunice, which will be the last home game of the season for the Cardinals. These two young ladies have laid it all on the line all season and most of their high school careers. Jones has been a starter on the Lady Cardinal volleyball team for 3 straight years and has made it to the state playoffs every year so far. Coming into this year, Reeves was a starter on last year's state playoff team. Both of these young ladies are multiple sport athletes, and both are very talented in the classroom, among other things. Reeves is a Maddox Scholar this year, currently sits in the #1 spot in the class, that senior class. She's in the leadership spot for that, or the leading position for that valedictorian, the coveted valedictorian position for the senior class. She's a super smart young lady. Jones sits at the #3 spot in that senior class. Both have overall GPAs well over 4.0 on the 4-point scale. Both are enrolled in college classes, honors classes. Both are officers in numerous organizations, including things like Student Council, National Honor Society, Youth Advisory Council, and much, much more. That senior class is a smart group. We've talked about them before. I've heard school employees and school officials make comments like this group may be the most intelligent group in the entire school. Lots of smart kids in that senior class. Just a great, great class. I believe right now, currently sitting #2 is Jacob Ortega, who's one of the stars on our football team. And so a very athletic group, but
and
a
smart.
very, very smart group. Athletically, both Chloe and Sarah have been, they've seen great success in all sports. Both have shared success on the track for sure. Jones has had an amazing scholastic sports career. She's won numerous awards in multiple sports, including volleyball, basketball, and track. She's also got about a dozen colleges calling her and texting her every week about possible college scholarships and participating at the college level. I got a message today. In fact, I'll pull it up here on my phone, and because I can't even remember what school it was. It was Trey Hines with Wayland Baptist University saying that he's been reaching out to Chloe and he's interested in her coming over there and running track for Wayland Baptist. You know, lots of those, including conversations with NMJC and multiple four-year schools. So,
well, the hard work pays off, you know.
Yeah,
that's where it pays off right there.
For sure, you know, it's been it's a tough deal for an old dad like me to sit here and think that all this is almost over. It's kind of what I do. It's what I enjoy doing. And I might even shed a tear or two come Thursday night thinking that we're about to the end of that.
Well, we still got basketball, so.
That's true, and track.
And track.
Back to Reeves and Jones. I've got pictures of them, both of these young ladies in elementary, riding horses together, doing other events. They've been friends off and on the court since probably first or second grade. Two great young ladies that will be missed in the Eunice High School. I didn't put a whole lot together today as far as stats and numbers like I typically do. We weren't scheduled to cover this game, and about probably noon, it looked like I might be able to get out of court in time. I had a pretty busy docket this afternoon, but it looked like we were probably going to be done early enough. So I reached out to the station and said, hey, I know we're not on the schedule. Do you mind if we cover?
And here we are.
And reached out to Charlie and Rosendo, and Charlie said, I'll go. Rosendo's back taking care of campaign stuff, so today's election day. So
yeah,
I want to make sure.
Everybody make sure you go vote. If you
go
haven't done
vote.
it yet.
Get out there and vote. Not telling you who to vote for, just telling you
just
that there's
vote.
some great candidates. I mentioned this. I made a post on my Facebook page this morning. You know, as a judge, it's against the Judicial Code of Conduct for me to endorse anyone who's running for anything. And so I try my best to stay away from that. But it's tough, and it's especially tough this time because, you know, not only do I have close friends and family members running for stuff, there's also so many of my social media friends, Facebook friends, that sort of thing, and people that I've been close with for years running for different things. We've probably got the best pool of candidates for school board, for hospital district, for sure. Those two things I think of specifically there in Eunice. Usually they're trying to find somebody to run for hospital board or hospital district board. The last few school boards have basically been unopposed, or there might be one extra person. I don't remember a time that I've been in Eunice, and I've been there off and on for 30
Where you actually
years,
had to make a choice.
where you actually had to make choices on those. And to me, those boards are so important. Your school board, your hospital board,
Right.
those are important because ultimately they're put in charge with kind of two things. One, they are the people that put your administration in place.
Right.
Usually your CEO, your superintendent at the schools, your city manager. Those boards elect those people or select those people to
Right.
run that, and they also approve things like your budget and large projects and things.
Right.
And so when in a town like Eunice, we say it all the time, our schools are kind of the heartbeat of our community, and so that board at the schools makes a lot of very important decisions. If you're on the city council in a town like Chicago or New York,
Yeah.
that's probably a little more important than your local school board might be to some people.
Yeah,
But in a
exactly.
town like Eunice, those are important
That's all of our kids.
positions. It is,
That's-
and it's all that we do. I mean, how many of us have went to a major concert in Eunice? How many of us go to pro sporting events in Eunice? How many of us, what we do in Eunice is we go to football games.
Yep,
We go to
basketball,
basketball
volleyball,
games. We
track.
go to the graduation. We go to stuff at our school. That's why our school is so important. And so go out and vote for the person that you think would do best. And any of you that are out there listening, you want to send a shout out to us, I'll tell people, that you're listening and that, not that we support you, but that you're listening, and go vote. And,
That's
and
right.
so,
That's
anyway, we appreciate you. We appreciate all those who've had the guts to throw their name in the hat. Running for those local boards is tough because, somebody's got to win, somebody's going to lose, and sometimes it's tough to put your neck on the line in
it
front of
is.
everybody.
I went and voted earlier, and there was a few tough decisions, but most of them, I
Got an idea.
got an idea,
Yep.
and
Well, it's on the city council side for Eunice, there's just enough that put in for
Right.
the positions. So that's an easy decision.
just pick 4. Well, there's only 4 here.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right. And that is something I think, too, that's very important for people to understand is you can vote for more than one person on most of those elections. So let's just say that, your sister, your brother, your cousin is your favorite, and that's who you want to vote for. That's great. You still got a couple more
Yep.
people you can vote for, too, to fill in those other spots. So make sure to, to select those that you think put our schools or our hospital board district in the best position for success. And
Exactly.
so, I've looked down that list at both the school board and the hospital board district or hospital district board. I gotta touch on that hospital district board thing. Why we call it a hospital district board, but we call the hospital or the school a school board is beyond me. Why do we throw that extra district in there for the
I
hospital?
don't know.
Anyway.
School is a school district also.
Yeah. So I've had people correct me on that and say it's the hospital school district or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, but so is the school district,
Yeah.
But so anyway, but that's what we call it. So I'm good with that. But anyway, there's a lot of great candidates. I mean, there are
Yeah.
great candidates all the way around.
Even though Rosendo is one of our candidates, he's not here with us tonight. He's over there candidating.
Yeah, he's stuck around, and I completely get it. I understand, why he's stuck around. And he's saying that he's back home listening. So shout out Rosendo and best of luck to you.
I hope you got your feet propped up on your favorite recliner and got us on the big screen, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. And for those of you that want to follow it, they'll have the actual broadcast that'll start, or not the broadcast, the results will start being live on the New Mexico Secretary of State's website. I had some people earlier today reach out to me and ask me, where can we watch the results? And it is www.sos.nm.gov. That is the easiest way to do it for me is just to search on your search engine, New Mexico Secretary of State. you click on that, it's going to take you to the main page for the Secretary of State. There's a little blue box you can click on, and you can get up-to-the-date results or up-to-the-minute results. Those results will start coming in about somewhere in the neighborhood of 7, maybe 10 after 7,
right.
somewhere in that general vicinity. And
so we can put Rosendo to work. You're responsible for texting us and letting us know what's going on.
I got a feeling that we won't be here long enough.
Long enough to get it.
Yeah, because that'd be an hour and a half from now. And
Oh,
if we're
yeah.
still sitting here, I'll be extremely surprised. Trying to think of what
You think
else.
we're going to take them out that quick, Jimmy?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
That's
good.
exactly what I had in mind. Some other talking points. This week's Eunice Public School Employee Spotlight, we recognized Nellie Franco. We
Yep.
also had our player of the game for the football game. I got to tell you, it was close this time, probably the closest one I've ever had in trying to make a decision up there. Man, there were some great performances, some great performances, and ultimately we chose Luis Gomez, and so young man had 2 touchdowns on offense, multiple other catches, had 2 interceptions on defense along with numerous tackles. He also had
all over the
multiple
place.
tackles on special
Yeah.
teams. Yeah, he was everywhere. There were some other people that probably performed a little better overall on offense. Maybe a couple that performed a little better overall on
he just
defense.
brought the entire
But
package.
he had the package, and,
Yep.
and so congratulations to Luis. And another game this week, as Eunice on Saturday will host Tularosa. Tularosa's coach, for those of you that don't know, is originally from Hobbs. Him and I say originally from Hobbs, that's where he was coaching at for quite some time. Him and Coach Jackson coached together over there under Coach Gleghorn. They both like to run that spread offense. They run almost mirror images of each other. The only difference really is going to be personnel.
Right.
So it should be a great matchup.
Yeah, we can't take them lightly, though. They're going to be coming to play.
Oh, I guarantee you, there ain't no taking them lightly. You know, this is, as far as in the air, maybe the best team we played all year. I've watched them, and they're going to be tough. And they're going to come over to battle. And so should be a good matchup. I expect our boys will be ready to play. I expect they're going to come over ready to play. So should be a fun one. Make sure to either get out and watch or log in, tune in. And
Well,
watch
last
it.
week was fun, too. We just got a lot of our young kids got a lot of playing time, and that was good. I mean,
And usually that first round you get away with that, and which is a great thing.
oh, yeah.
And so now it's time to buckle up the chin strap and get ready to go. So like I said, should be an interesting game for sure. Shout out to the wife, Erica Jones. She's back home listening. She had things going on. She has a STEM project that she runs after school with kids, and after school tutoring program that she does, and several other things. So she had to stick around and didn't get to come, but she's actually the one that said, I wish I would broadcast so I could watch, because I'm not going to be able to go.
Well, when she said that, you knew
I
what
was
you had
like,
to
well,
do,
I guess
right?
it's time to broadcast. So here we are.
I'll run through our sponsors here.
Sounds
Get
good.
started. We've got wonderful sponsors, and these are our regular season sponsors. We've got Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker, BT8 Services and Rental, Chad Howler, Eunice Pump and Supply, Becky Nogemeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew, Eunice Health Clinic, Brian Elmer Romero, Aaron Pascal, and all the gang, Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Mrs. Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff, City of Eunice, Billy Hobbs, Shannon Cummings, Lobo Trucking, Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family, Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, Devon Energy, and they're hiring in the Eunice area still, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, John Dean and Maureen Davis, Guns Up Services, the Thompson family, they're sitting up here beside us tonight, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Debbie Kerbo, Herrera's Oilfield Services. And we want to say thank you to all our wonderful sponsors.
Yeah, we got some great ones, that's for sure. They're getting ready to get this game started. Looks like they're going to have the national anthem. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to Nomar Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 370 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system. Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We are introducing kiddos here and getting ready to get started for the Cardinals here. Trying to look down the roster, we've got number 1, Kara Thompson, number 2, Alondra Maureen, number 3, Maylene Villa, number 5, Michaela Pierce, number 21, I'm going to change that number on here because there's been some adjustments. Haley Jones, number 7, Sarah Reeves, number 9, Chloe Jones, number 10, Mariah McGuire, number 11, Lizzie Gaetan, number 12, Jazzy Klaus. I'll tell you what, Charlie, take it over for just a second.
Okay. And they're introducing the Hagerman Lady Bobcats. And I'll go down through the list that we've got as they come out. Number 3, Alejandra Medina. Number 4, Brianna Lard. Number 5, Sylvia Acosta. Number 6, Ariana Magalinas. I hope I got these names right. Number 8, Natalie Gomez. Number 10, Annalise Salazar. Number 11, Samina Chacon. Number 13, Dana Magby. 14, Saisha Carrillo. 15, Riley Martinez. 16, Emily Amaya. 18, Michaela Diaz. And number 20, Pamela Chacon. And their head coach for the Lady Bobcats is Monica Morales. And they're still running down their list over here. And not 100% sure if the whole list I gave you was right, but it comes right off of Max Preps, so if it's not updated, we apologize.
Yeah, for sure. And my apologies. Right as we were getting ready to get started, I had a police department calling me needing warrants for people signed, and so I was trying to address them and get all that information done. So they're introducing the teams. They're getting rowdy in here today. They got
getting rowdy, senior night, I
They
guess.
got an announcer that sounds like me down
I
there. He's holding his vowels long and getting pumped up. You know, when they announced Eunice, it was like number 2, 5, 6.
Yeah.
That's the way I do it. I've heard some people say you're not supposed to do that, but I guarantee you, you've been to a Hobbs game, you've been to an Artesia game.
Exactly.
So anyway.
I like it.
Yeah, me too.
I like
me too. So both teams heading out here onto the floor, getting ready to get started. And once again, your Eunice Lady Cardinals, their last road game of the season, I'm assuming. And the Hagerman Lady Bobcats, the number 1 team in our district and a top 5 team in the current standings.
And I'll apologize a little bit for the camera tonight, just because I'm as far back and high as I can go, and I just can't zoom back any farther. So if the ball goes up and you lose it and then it comes back down, that's what happened.
Yep. We are, this Hagerman gym, number 1, is not very big. There's not much space between the sideline of the court and the top of the bleachers. And so there's not a like last year, our camera had that wide angle lens, and we could sit here and we could get that. But they got us a new camera this year, and it seems like a great camera, but it doesn't have that capability.
Just don't have that extra wide lens.
It's going to be interesting in basketball, you know.
And then we'll be fighting these balloons too. There's one right there.
Yeah, this whole rail in front of us was covered in balloons. We had to go. Well, we didn't go. We had to send our assassin Nick Thompson down there to get rid of all them balloons out of the way. But it looks like we're ready. They're going to send Jazzy Klaus back to the service stripe for the Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinals in black. The Hagerman Lady Bobcats in the white with green and black. And there is a long serve completely out the end of the gym.
She took out her sledgehammer for that one.
Man, she hit that one deep. It looked like some of the older Klauses on the baseball field there. She hit that one deep. It was way back and out of here. It's 1-0 Lady Cards trail, and that'll send back Emilia Maya back to serve for Hagerman. She sends that one in. They're going to set up Reeves. Reeves hits it across. Hagerman keeps it alive. They're going to set Natalie Gomez, and that young lady hammered a spike, but it went out the back as well. I've been watching Gomez play against Chloe all through junior high and high school, and that young lady can hit it, and she's about Chloe's size. Chloe's back to serve, throws this one up, hits it over. It's an ace, and it's coming right up to her daddy, and daddy's got it. And so they hit it to me.
She's like, here you go, Dad.
So I give her the ace. She hit it over here. We'll get her another one. So
send
it's
another one up here.
1-2. Jones throws it up, hits that one over. Hagerman does get that one in the air. They're going to set Gomez, and Gomez slams it through the double team block and onto the floor, and it's 2-2. And I'm telling you, Natalie Gomez is fun to watch. So Michaela Diaz back to serve for Hagerman. Throws it up, hits it over, it touches the net. They get it back in play. And then it comes back across and goes out of bounds off of Eunice. So 3-2 is the score. Villa did a real good job of keeping that one alive on that first touch as the serve went off the top of the net. So here comes the serve, and it's deep and out of bounds, and it's 3-3.
I think everybody's got some adrenaline going tonight. They're firing it across there.
We got a barn burner going here. It's 3-3. I hope it stays like this.
Yes.
So back to serve is Kara Thompson. She's back, throws it up into the air, hits it over. It's a good one. That was a beautiful serve. It's right there at the net. Hagerman keeps it alive, sending it back is Klaus. They're going to set Pierce. Pierce punches it over. Gomez over to Diaz, back to Gomez, and she sends it across. Thompson to Jones, now to Pierce. Pierce hits it deep, and Hagerman keeps it alive. They're going to set it up wide on the outside for Gomez. She hits it across. Oh, and Thompson got under the net. And so that's going to make it showing 4-3 on the board.
Yep.
There's boards on each end. The one that's easiest for me to look at looks like it's missing some lights on it. I can't tell what that is. That looks like
some bulbs over there.
Some Greek writing or something. So I have to turn and look back over at the other one. So it's 4-3. Number 4, Brianna Lard goes back to the service stripe. She throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Klaus gets it into the air. Pierce now. Gaetan sends it across. Lard, Diaz going to set Gomez. Gomez goes up and hammers it. And Jones and Thompson were both there. Wasn't sure which one of them was going to get it, and unfortunately neither one of them do. And it's 5-3 as Jones and Thompson were looking at each other like me and Big Thompson were looking at them balloons a while ago going, who's going to get them? So that one's hit deep, and that one's out of bounds. And so that'll send another point over for the Lady Cards. In comes McGuire, out goes Klaus. Sarah Reeves, the senior that we talked about. Valedictorian right now, front runner. Back to the service stripe, the 6-footer. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez with the first touch. Over to Diaz. She tries to hit it back to Gomez, who just punches it over. Jones keeps it up. Thompson to Pierce. Pierce running out of bounds over here. Tried to hit it back in. She kind of hit it back into her chin, and it finds the floor, and it's 6-4. So Gomez back to the service stripe for Hagerman. She throws it up, jump serve, hits it over. Haley Jones tried to reach out and get a hand on that one, and it goes off Jones's hands and out of bounds. It's 7-4. I'm telling you, Gomez can play. Yep. Our back row better be ready to move their feet, and we've got a timeout on the floor as coach today is Coach Miller. formerly known as Vincent. And so we've had a few Vincent coaches through the years. Miranda is doing the coaching duties today. As my understanding is, there was an illness on the side of Coach Skinner. So Coach Miller is coaching today. We've got
Her debut.
Yes, that's
Call it
right.
a debut.
We've got a 7-4 score here early in the first set. And, I've been coming to Hagerman a lot of years. This may be the rowdiest that I've heard this little gym with the little student section.
It's very rowdy. I don't know if it's just from senior night or just the overall.
Gomez throws it up, hits it over. Jones tried to hit it back. Then the other Jones runs up and hits it back into play. And then the whole team stands there and looks
watches
at
it hit the ground.
The floor.
Well, doggone it.
So Gomez back to serve again. Hagerman is doubled up on us. She throws this one up, hits it over. It goes off the hands of Haley Jones into the air. Thompson does a good job keeping it alive, and then we send it across. Diaz going to set it up out there far on the wing, and Hagerman airmails that one. That was Salazar who hit it deep.
Make it 8-5.
So the scoreboard reads 8-5, and Pierce back to serve. The junior, she's missed a couple of games with an injury. She comes back, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez over to Magallanes, and then Gomez spikes it from the back row. We keep it alive. They set Jones. Jones hits it across. They're going to hit it up in the air over to Salazar, who sends it over. Thompson, Diaz. Or I said Diaz, that's Gaetan. Gaetan mishit it and just kind of bumped it over the top of McGuire's head. And it's 9-5, working hard to make a living.
Very
Throwing
hard.
it up and hitting it over is Magallanes. And there's a head-on collision between two Cardinal players, but we get it back over. They set Gomez up on the back row. Pierce with the first touch. Thompson just sends it across. Gomez, now they're going to set it up in the middle for big 1-5. And that hit off our hands, and we let it go. That was Martinez who went up and hit it hard, and I think some of our folks thought it was
thought it was out, and nobody touched it.
And it was out, but it hit some of ours at the front, and then Hagerman comes through and airmails that one.
So 10-6. I mean, we're kind of hanging in there.
Yep, 10-6 is the score. Villa comes in, the freshman for the Lady Cardinals. Gaetan steps off. Villa back and ready. She dribbles it around, crosses it over, spins it, throws it up, hits it over, and it's a way back, and Gomez keeps it in play. And they're going to set it up right in the front for Salazar. Jones punches it over after the dive by Pierce. Villa going to set Thompson, and Thompson had no choice as that ball was coming at her, and it was headed out of bounds. She tried to dive over and save it.
Yeah, just the fourth hit. She almost got it, but it's one too many.
Yep, so it's 11-6 now, and back to serve. Does that say 16? I believe
16.
Emily Amaya.
15, I'm sorry, 15.
15 is Martinez. Pierce, Jones, Thompson. Thompson hits that one long, and it's out, and that makes it 12-6 as Hagerman has us doubled up again. So Martinez back to the service stripe again for the Lady Bobcats. Throws it up, hits it over. Pierce, Villa sets up McGuire. McGuire hits it up at the net, and she gets it slammed right back down in her face by big 1-1. That is Chacon, and Chacon's about 6'2", and she didn't even have to get off her feet as she slammed it right back down. Martinez with the serve. Chloe Jones to Villa to Thompson. Thompson hits it hard. Hagerman keeps it alive. They're going to set Gomez up on the back row. She sends it to the corner. Villa to Chloe Jones, who just hits it across, and Chloe Jones hits it out of bounds. And it's 13-6. So Martinez back. That's Riley Martinez. Throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Over to Villa. They're going to set Chloe. Chloe hits it hard. Hagerman did a really good job at the net of keeping that one alive. And
that
then
was good.
McGuire with a good touch, keeping it alive. They spike it up to the top. And then they got a Chacon back over the top of McGuire again at the net. And you don't want to go chest to chest with Chacon at the net. She's just too big. 15-6. Martinez back to serve. Hits it across. Pierce hits it into the air. McGuire. Jones comes in, hits it across. 16 is, I lost my chain of thought there for a second. Pierce to Thompson. Now we're just going to send it across. Does McGuire. Gomez to Diaz to Chacon, and Chacon jumps up and slams that one down into our throat and says, eat some of this, put some salt and pepper on it. 16-6 is the score. So back again is Martinez. She throws it up and hits it long and out of here. And so the Lady Cards get a break there as it's 16-7.
And they need one.
Off steps Haley Jones. Also off steps Mariah McGuire, and in comes Klaus. Trying to see who else came in. I think the other one was Reeves. So Klaus back, throws it up, hits it right into the back of Chloe Jones off the top of her head into the net. Gave her a haircut.
Little quick haircut for you.
Yep, that'll learn, Chloe.
Almost knocked her ponytail off.
That's right. 17-7 is now the score.
Now we got 16 up.
And yeah, now 16. That'll be Amaya. She hits it over. Klaus with a good first touch. Over to Villa. Villa sets Thompson, and
nice.
Thompson kills it down and grabs us a point, and it's now 17-8.
And the board over here says 17-0.
Yeah,
we're missing a lot of light bulbs.
Yeah, I'm telling you, every time I look at that one, it throws me off. Chloe Jones back to the service stripe again. The senior throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Chacon just going to send it back. Villa to Thompson to Reeves. Reeves hits it into the core of the Hagerman defense. They keep it alive, and they set Gomez.
Ooh, nice
and Sarah
block.
Reeves goes up and sends that one right
Very
back
nice.
down into the face of Gomez and says, get you some of this.
So let me show you how I block, too. I could block that thing, too.
Chloe Jones back to serve again. 17-9 is the score. Gomez, Diaz, Chacon. Chacon sends it over. Pierce keeps it in the air. They're going to set Thompson. Thompson hits it over. Diaz to Chacon. It gets pushed up in the net.
Looked like a little roofing to me.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Apparently,
I
the
thought it
blue
had
shirts,
to come across before they can reach across and hit it. And here they reach over and hit it this way.
our blue shirts didn't agree with us on
Yep.
that one.
So 18-9, they're doubled up again. Throwing it up and hitting it over, I believe, is Diaz, and she hits it long and out of bounds. Everybody's hitting it long and out of bounds.
So 18-10.
Everybody was kung fu fighting
And
as
hitting
we're
it out
hitting
of
it.
bounds.
We're kicking it all the way out the back
We've
end.
been doing too many push-ups or something.
Thompson back to the service stripe, throws it up into the air, jump serve coming. She slams it and it goes out the
goodness.
back, and it's 19-10. So struggling to get her did here.
Number 4 goes back to serve.
4 is Brianna Lard. She's back to the service stripe. Dribbles it around, does a little crossover, spins around between her legs, serves it over. Ball gets hit up into the net. The Cardinals
save,
keep
good
it alive. Jones bumps it over. Hagerman coming
Oh.
back the other way, and that was number 15, Riley Martinez, who just one-hands it into the heart of our defense, and it finds the floor, and it's 20-10. Hagerman with the double up. Brianna Lard back to the service stripe, throws it into the air and hits it. It's a good one. Diving forward all the way up in front of the 10-foot line is Jones. She gets one hand on it. It finds the out of bounds, and it's 21-10. And the Lady Cards want another timeout as they're up against the rope.
I
But
think
I don't
that
think they're
last ball hit
playing
some
rope
dead
though.
airspace. It just fell. All right, let me run through these sponsors right quick. Devon Energy, Herrera's Oilfield Service, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Guns Up Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Lobo Trucking, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services. And that's our sponsors for tonight's game. And we definitely appreciate all of our sponsors and all of our viewers. Couldn't do this without the sponsors, and the viewers wouldn't be viewing without them.
Yeah, we definitely
We wouldn't be here.
appreciate them. We've got special people in Eunice, and as we mentioned, got the elections going on tonight. Just special folks all the way around. So here comes the service from Lard. She hits it long, and no.
Wow.
Not even close. No.
Oh, my
Not even
goodness.
close. It was this far out of bounds.
That's 2-3 foot out.
Woo. Yeah,
The
that-
officials have to look at it at some point and say, wait a minute,
Yeah,
I mean,
that one, I usually call it like it is, and that one wasn't even close. If it had been the other way, I'd have said it wasn't close the other way, but that one wasn't even close.
But we could have lived with it easier if it was the other way, but it still would
They're
have
going to
been
set
right.
up Gomez at the net. She sends it across. Thompson going to set up Gaetan, who hits it in. Lard to Diaz, sets up Gomez, gets deflected at the net, comes back the other way. No!
Oh, my goodness.
No!
It was out. We got it on, y'all, we got it on video. So.
Well, that's the second one.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
I don't mean to.
That one was much
I don't mean
closer.
to pick,
Hey,
but
I
doggone.
got to tell you that
Oh,
one.
wait a minute. They changed
I think
it.
they overcalled it or overturned it.
Yeah,
no, maybe they
no?
didn't. I will tell you that one was much closer than the first one. The first one was 2 or 3 feet out of bounds. Not
Oh, they did
even
overturn
close.
it. So it's 22 to 11 now.
The second one, that one was close.
Wow.
It was close to the line for
way,
sure.
way closer than that first one.
Yeah.
The first one was way out. All right.
So Reeves back to serve, throws it up and hits it over. They're going to set up on the back row. That's Gomez. She slams it down. Thompson keeps it in play. Gaetan to McGuire, and McGuire hits it out the back, and it is out of bounds, 23-11.
That was about as far out as that first one over here.
Yeah.
It was out.
Yeah, it's 23-11. I'd make a big deal, but
Well, I mean,
we're getting taken to the cleaners, and
We are.
I mean old-fashioned butt kicking, so there ain't a whole lot we could do. Gomez back to the service stripe, throws that one up, hits it over. Nobody gets to it. It finds the floor, and it's 24-11.
well, I get it. We're getting whooped bad, but come on. A point's a point, and
Yeah, so
We just gotta-
we could actually be 24-12 right now instead of 24-11.
exactly. What the heck, man? Actually, it would be 23-12.
Oh, yeah. So Gomez throws this one up, hits it over. Haley Jones keeps it in the air. They're going to set up Gaetan, who sends it across. Diaz. They're going to set it up in the middle, and it finds the floor as the Bobcats didn't know who was going to get it. And it finds the floor, and now it's 24-12.
Here we go. We're going to sneak right in here.
So Pierce back to the service stripe. Throws it up. Hits it. It's a long one. It is good. Struggling at the net. And it finds the floor. And they're going to call a double hit over on the Lady Bobcats. And now it's 24-13. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years. So Pierce back to the service stripe again. 24-13 as the junior gets ready. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez, and they're going to set it right back to her from the back row. She hits it across. Gaetan does a good job. Thompson to Jones. Jones sends it over. Diaz going to set it up on the far side, and Pierce struggles with it. It finds the floor. And at the end of set number 1, it's Eunice 13, Hagerman 25. The Lady Cards go down in the first one.
Well, good grief. Let's go over our sponsor because that's all I know to do right now. We got the Parker Energy Services, PTA Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Lobo Trucking, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oilfield Services, and again, remember that Devon is still hiring until further notice in Eunice, New Mexico area. So if you're looking for a JOB, get on that website and see what they got.
Yeah, absolutely. Get out there and see what kind of JOBs they got. We got some JOBs floating around Eunice. I think just about everybody I've seen is announcing that they're hiring. So get out there, get you a JOB. Come to Eunice. And
bring in
anyway,
big old kids if they're 6'4", 6'5", 10 years old. That's fine.
that's how we like them. If you're, if you're a 6'8" man and muscular, played some high school sports in your day, and you've got babies that are looking like they share your gene pool, you're probably just the kind of candidate we're looking for.
We'd love to have you come to Eunice.
Anyway, end of set number 1. Eunice lost. So it's 25-13. And so getting ready to get going here in set number 2. Both teams over visiting with their coaches a little bit. As we've mentioned, Coach is not feeling well today, Coach Skinner, and due to an illness. Yes, absolutely we do. And so you've got Coach Miller down there with the reins here today. Eunice loses the first set 25-13. And once again, getting ready to move to the other. Just reminders, football, Saturday, Eunice hosting Tularosa.
3 o'clock, 3 p.m.
Number 1 ranked Lady Cardinals hosting number 5 ranked Tularosa.
Well, the men Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, I call them the men Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals. Get used to saying ladies.
Well, we're here in the gym, and it's Lady Cardinals tonight. But
I had somebody ask me the other day, why do we call them the Lady Cardinals? And I said, I'm not
ladies.
sure. And they said, well, if you got a cardinal bird that flies in and lands on your tree, do you say, hey, look, it's a Lady Cardinal?
Well, it
and
depends
I hadn't thought about that. But I guess you're absolutely
a cardinal
right.
is a cardinal.
Yeah, a cardinal is a cardinal.
But we love our Lady Cardinals,
Don't
too.
call them Lady Cardinals. And I was like, I never had quite looked at it like that, but I guess you're right. So there is no difference between a cardinal and a Lady Cardinal.
I'm trying to remember where we were at that one year, and they kept saying the Cardinal got a first down.
Cardinal first
could you
down.
say Cardinals?
So hitting it across is 16. I believe that's Amaya. Jones keeps it alive. Jones going to come running from the back row and tap it over. Now Jones is setting McGuire. Oh. And McGuire got blocked once again. That's Big Chacon there at the net. And McGuire tried to hammer one by her, and Chacon, she's just a little longer than your average person, and she went up and hammered it right back down. Chloe Jones to Villa to Thompson. Thompson hits it right over the top of Chacon. They're going to set up Gomez, and Gomez tells us to eat a little bit of that, put on some salt and pepper. It's now 2-0.
I think I seen a smoke tail following that ball.
Like I said, she was hitting the ball like that when we were in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I used to duck and hide when she would hit it. So they're going to set Thompson. Thompson hits it across.
Nice.
Hagerman misplays that one. And the Lady Cards get on the board there with a good shot there by Thompson.
So 2-1 favor of Hagerman.
Reeves comes in. Haley Jones steps off. Haley playing that libero spot ever since they've started moving Jones to the front row the last week or two. Mariah McGuire throws it up, hits it hard, and hits it into the net. So 3-1 is now the score. Klaus comes in, McGuire steps off. Number 18, Michaela Diaz, steps back to the service strike. Klaus with a good first touch. Oh, Villa misplayed that one, hit it way back, and Klaus sends it back across the net.
Somehow.
So a good job there by Jazzy. Hagerman sets up Gomez, and she swings for the fences, and she knocks it back, way out of here. But unfortunately, this isn't baseball, and it's out of bounds. It's 3-2, the Cardinals with the lead. Chloe Jones back to the service stripe, sends it over. Gomez, they're going to set her right back. She taps it over. Jones dives in.
Oh, just needed one more hit.
Jones dove in with one hand, and I think they call that a pancake or something where they get their hand on the floor and got it into the air. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, it only picked up about 2 feet, and the next hit only went about another foot, and nobody else could get to it. So it's 4-2.
Couldn't get that third hit in.
This is number 5, Acosta. Klaus gets it into the air. Villa going to set up Thompson. Thompson sends it over. Diaz going to set up right in the center, and one block there by Sarah Reeves, who jumps up and slams it right back down on the floor. All the Hagerman Bobcats stared at each other for a minute, and it's 4-3.
They said, what happened there?
So we've got some substitutions as Villa comes off and Gaetan steps on. Kara Thompson back to the service line, the freshman. She throws it up, slams it, and it's a good one. Gomez to Diaz, and then they're going to send it across. Jazzy Klaus did a good job there. Pierce slammed it over, but she got blocked at the net by number 12. I think that was 12.
Yes, I think you're right.
And I don't have a 12 on my roster.
Wait a minute. No.
Anyway, so Hagerman gets a point. It's 5-3, and that'll send Natalie Gomez back to the service stripe. Her jump serve's put into the air by Klaus, and then Eunice is going to set up Gaetan, who sends it over. Diaz going to set Gomez in the back row. She bumps it over. Thompson dives in, keeps it alive, and then Jones sends it across. The ball gets pushed up to the net. Hagerman can't get to it. I believe that was Salazar trying to get to it.
Got under the net.
Yep, and so that'll give the Lady Cardinals a point. It's 5-4 again. This set shaping up like the last one. It was 6-6 at one point in the last one. Then we went down 25-13. We'll see if we can do a little better this time. Eunice struggles with that one at the net.
Save.
Jones runs in with the left hand and hits it backhanded over the net to save it. And we're going to get a point out of that. And we got a 5-5.
Yeah, knotted up.
So Sarah Reeves, one of our two seniors, back to serve. Reeves throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez first touch goes almost backwards, but then they're going to set it right back to her. Chloe Jones to Thompson to McGuire.
Oh.
McGuire hit that one into the net, and it's 6-5. So substitutions come in. Reeves goes off the libero. Haley Jones comes in. Back there is number 6, I believe, Magallanes. I'm probably butchering that. Chloe Jones to Thompson, gonna set Pierce. Pierce hits it over. Diving in was the libero. That's number 4, Brianna Lard, and she couldn't get enough on it to send it back over, and it's 6-6. Just like the first set, we were tied at 6-6, I believe. So Pierce, the junior, back to the service stripe. She throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez, Diaz, Salazar. Chloe Jones keeps it in the air. Thompson gonna set Gaetan. Gaetan sends it across and it is out of bounds. So that'll be another point for the Bobcats.
So 7-6.
Yep. And I always struggle with the 15 and the 16. I think that's a 15,
15
right?
there. Mm-hmm.
So this is 15, which is Riley Martinez. And so a substitution for the Lady Bobcats as well. 15 back. That's Martinez. She throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Pierce to Thompson. Chloe Jones sends it over. It gets misplayed by the Bobcats, but then they send it over.
That was a good
great
save.
play. And then they hit it back in that back corner to Diaz, and the student section gets rowdy for the Lady Bobcats and Hagerman, and it's 8-6. That was a good scramble play.
That was a really good save on the other side
Hagerman.
there.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the first 2 touches went backwards, and a young lady took a left-handed rip at it and gets it across. That ball's back into the corner. That's not close. That ain't even close.
Oh, my goodness.
That ain't close.
Somebody told that young lady everything on this side is going to be out, okay? And she took it to heart. I don't know.
That's 9-6. Pierce.
Well, they're going to have to start
Thompson.
hitting them out
Yes,
there.
they
I mean,
are.
you got to.
McGuire, it gets sent back over by Hagerman. Thompson gonna set up Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones runs, hits it over, and it finds the bottom of the floor, and it's gonna be 9-7. I believe that was McGuire on the tip back over. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, 9-7. If you think about it, that last big run they went on started with a couple of plays
right
like that. So 9-7. Villa comes back, hits it in. Lard over to Diaz, over to Chacon. Chacon hits it deep. Eunice scrambling. Thompson does a good job keeping it in play. Chloe Jones to Villa, back to McGuire, and McGuire trying to hit it over the top of Chacon, hits it all the way back out the back, and it's 10-7.
Yeah, it's just, just remembering to hit down,
Well, you can't hit down with
you
the
got to be careful.
6'2" Chacon.
You got them 2 big old hands in front of you.
That's why she hit it up. She was trying to hit it over
Trying
Chacon.
to bounce it over, just hit it
and
real hard.
It was long.
So we got 16 serving now.
So 16 is Amaya. She throws it up and hits it over. Haley Jones to Villa. Sets Chloe Jones. Jones touches it over the top of the 6'2". Villa and Thompson does a good job keeping it in play. Man, the girls are running all over each other today. Haley Jones tried to get in to save that one. It goes off her fingers and into the bleachers, and it's 7-11. It's time for a big gulp.
Big gulp.
So 16 is Emily Amaya. Back to serve, throws it up, hits it over. Haley Jones does a good job right there. Via to Thompson. Thompson slam dunks
very
it
nice.
off the hands of a defender back in the back and into the bleachers. Garrett Thompson says, give me a point. It's 11-8.
Just need a few more of them.
Haley Jones steps off. Sarah Reeves steps in. Mariah McGuire back to the service stripe, number 10. Spins it around, throws it up, a little jump serve action, and it goes long and out of bounds. And it's 11-8.
12-8.
Oh, yeah. And so McGuire steps off. Jazzy Klaus comes in. And this is Diaz. Diaz throws it up, hits it over. Pierce with the first touch. Villa. Thompson does a good job saving that one. Gomez hitting it deep. Villa going to set up Jones. Jones just going to bump it across. Diaz, Salazar, back to Diaz. She hits it deep. Klaus does a good job keeping it in play. Thompson runs in, comes across.
Oh, got him in the net.
And she is in the net, so that's going to send it the other way. So 8-13, and you're seeing Hagerman at 6'6", just like the last game, start to veer away. Diaz hits it over. Klaus, and it gets blocked at the net, but it goes back across.
Oh, that was a way late call there.
Way late call. It's now 14-8.
That might have even happened in the last set. We just now called it.
Michaela Diaz back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Pierce spins that one over the top of the upright, and it's out of bounds. It's 15-8, and here goes that spread that we saw in the first set.
15-8.
Diaz back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Pierce with a good first touch. Villa going to set up Reeves. Reeves hits it deep. Hagerman tries to keep it alive, and Reeves going to score one there. It's 15-9. Chloe Jones heads back to the service stripe. Eunice trails by 6 here. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez with a good first touch. Diaz going to set up Chacon. Chacon slams it down, but Jones keeps it alive. Villa sets up Pierce. Pierce slaps it over. Jones dives backwards, saves that one, and Reeves sends it across the net. They're going to set Gomez. She punches it over. Villa, Klaus. Jones going to just send it back. Diaz. I think that's Salazar, sets Chacon. She hits it hard. Jones keeps it in the air. Villa to Thompson. Thompson bumps it down the line. Jones. Villa sets up Pierce. Pierce slams that one hard.
Nice.
And what a slap there. She hit it hard. 15-10. So keeping it alive there for the Lady Cardinals. We got a substitution coming in as Thompson runs back to the service line. Gaetan coming in. Villa stepping off. Thompson ready. 15-10 is the score. The freshman throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez with the first touch goes backwards. They send it into play, and then Gomez runs in and hits it back over. That ball spins at the net on a one-hander by Reeves, and it had just enough spin on it to send it over the net. So they're asking for a check their spots here. 15-10 is what the board shows. I thought it was 15-11. There it is.
That's 11.
So 15-11. They're asking for a position check here. It's an interesting thing. That's one of the things that I've always found interesting about volleyball. Can you imagine in a football game if right before they ran a play, everybody said, hold on, timeout. Ref, come out here and tell us where to get in our spots. You don't see that in any other sport, but you can do it in volleyball. I've always thought that was interesting.
And it don't cost you a timeout?
No, just, hey, I want to stop everything, and you tell me where I'm supposed to be. No other sport allows that. No baseball, no softball, football, basketball, but you can do it in volleyball. Interesting. 15-11 is the score. And
and we iced our own. Yeah. we iced our own server.
We iced ourselves. Yep. So 16-11. Eunice trails by 5.
Number 5 coming in to serve for the Lady Bobcats.
5 is Sylvia Acosta. Acosta back. She's ready to go. I got a fly up here hanging out around me. She hits that one right off the top of the net. It spins over. Pierce keeps it alive. Thompson to Reeves, and Reeves hits that one about 2 foot short of the net. It's 17-11.
And there's one of them balloons right there in the
right there in the picture.
Hanging out right there.
We moved a bunch of them. So here it comes over. Klaus to Thompson. Going to set Gaetan. Gaetan sends it deep. Hagerman keeps it alive and sets Gomez out on the wing. Klaus with a great pickup there, and then Jones gets it into the air, and Pierce sends it over. Diaz going to set Gomez up on the wing. Reeves slaps it back at him. Thompson with a good save there. Jones comes in and one-hands it from the back row over the net. They're going to set up Gomez again, and Pierce blocks her. Or not Pierce, Reeves blocks her at the net. What a block by Sarah Reeves on Gomez.
We're 12-17.
Eunice trailing by 5 here. Substitutions come in. McGuire comes in. Klaus steps off. That ball just gets sent back over. Struggling to get it over at the net was Thompson. And she got across the line. She didn't have a whole lot of choice there.
Yeah, they can't put them brakes on like that.
18-12 is the score. The Lady Cards trail by 6.
Number 8 to serve.
Natalie Gomez. She's their player. She throws it up and hits it over. Haley Jones hits it into the air. Chloe Jones hits it back over into the middle, and then we send it. Gomez, Diaz, gonna set up on this backside. I'm not sure who that was. The pony was in the way. They set up Pierce. Pierce hits it across. Diaz sends it back to Eunice. Chloe Jones to Thompson, back to Pierce, and Pierce slammed that one. It's headed toward Lovington. It may not find any ground until it gets to Denver City.
Another ball in
because
there.
she slammed the heck out of that one. Unfortunately, it's out of bounds. 19-12. Gomez hits it over. Haley Jones. Haley Jones's first touch went up and over the net and landed just out of bounds.
She might have been aiming for that official up there. I'm not real sure.
It's 20-12, and Gomez back to the service stripe. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one, and she just touches it right into that empty space up in the front, and it's 21-12, and the Lady Cards want to talk about it here as they trail by 9 in the second set. They lost the first set 25-13, and this one is following that same trajectory. Both sets were 6-6 at one point, and at 6 the wheels fell off in both of these sets.
Well, we'll take a minute to run through our sponsors here. Parker Energy Service, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, BTH Service and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Eunice Public Schools, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oilfield Service, City of Eunice, and Lobo Trucking.
Just a reminder for everyone, get out and vote. You got about 40 minutes left. 40 minutes. Gomez back to the service stripe, getting ready to hit. Said I've been watching this young lady since middle school, and man, she can play. She hits that one into the net. Maybe I jinxed her. I'm going to have to say that more often.
Just keep saying it every time.
21-12 is the score, or 21-13, I'm sorry, and Pierce, the junior, back to the service stripe. Pierce throws it up, hits it over. Lard with the first touch. They're going to try to set it up on the back row for Gomez. She just hits it over. Thompson going to set up McGuire. McGuire gets blocked
Couldn't get there.
at the net by Martinez. She got slammed at the net. They've got a couple of long ones there at the front, and you can't just bump it over right there at the net because they'll send it right back to you. It's 22-13.
Like to bring number 20 in to do the serve.
Pamela Chacon, the 6'2" young lady, steps on. She throws it up, hits it over. Pierce with the first touch over to Thompson. Thompson hits it over to Jones. Jones just sends it. Thompson, McGuire, Gaetan. Gaetan sends it back into the corner, and it finds the floor. And that'll be a point for the Lady Cards, 22-13.
14. They're not real fast on the.
22-14.
They're not real fast on the trigger when it's our point.
I usually call it by whatever it says up there, so usually if it takes them a minute, I'm behind. So Gary Frazier jumping out there to hand via the ball. She throws it up and hits it over. It looks like a good one. Lard with the first touch over to Diaz. Diaz going to set up Gomez in the back row. Gomez sends it across. Pierce just one-hands it, bumps it over. And there's bodies flying everywhere. Let the bodies hit the flow. Let the bodies hit the flow. Let the bodies hit the flow. However that song goes. It's 22-15.
I think it's something like that.
My heavy metal voice isn't very good. But anyway, 22-15. Villa back to serve. Throws it up and hits it over. It's a good one. Lard. 15 is Martinez. She's going to set Gomez. Gomez touches it over. Then we get it into the air, and McGuire was in the way the last two shots there as we were trying to get to it. And anyway, it finds the floor. It's 23-15.
15 serving. Martina.
So back to the service stripe is 15, and that is Riley Martinez. She throws it up and hits it over and hits it into the net, and that'll make it 23-16. McGuire heads back to serve. Off comes Haley Jones, and in comes Sarah Reeves. That young lady right there's got a lemonade, I think, and I could use the lemonade. McGuire throws it up, hits it into the net,
goodness.
and it's 24-16.
Set point, match point. What do you call them, sets?
Yeah, set point.
So set point.
Yep.
And we got the balloon. I need to get a balloon assassin over here.
We'll get us a little spitball gun with a BB in it or something, and we'll take that thing out. So I believe this is Amaya. She throws it up and hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch over to Villa. They're going to set Jones. Jones is going to touch it across. Pierce tried to one-hand it on the return, and it finds the floor, and it's 25-16. The Lady Cards go down again. Want to remind everyone, like I said, to get out and vote. You got about 35 minutes left. They'll be announcing results here shortly. Your school board, your hospital district are contested races in our area.
It's not too late. Get
numerous other contested races in the area, and I for our area, when I went and voted, I don't know if everybody else saw it the same. I think the only contested races were the hospital district and the school board. Everything else.
I think you're right.
The city council, everybody that's running gets a spot. You just had just enough.
No opposition.
No, and then I think there was like a water or soil conservation district.
I didn't know.
I got to be honest with you. I usually do my research before I go in. I didn't know that was on there either.
Yeah.
And I recognize a couple of the names. I didn't do my research on that one. I will tell you when I learned to do my research. Back in about 2016, 2017, they had that on the ballot was that amendment to what some people now refer to as catch and release that requires judges to let people out of jail. I was a police chief when that thing went through. I didn't know it was going to be on there. I wasn't ready for it. I read it. I thought I understood what it said, like probably the other 80% of the state.
Slid it right by.
and it is what it is. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying I didn't do any research. So ever since then, I've tried to be ready.
Yeah.
I didn't know the soil or water conservation thing was on there. So anyway, we are getting ready. Reminder here, football Saturday, 3 p.m. Our broadcast will start probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 2:25, 2:30, somewhere in that neighborhood. We started a little late this time and didn't get through all my pre-game notes.
So if you can't get out to watch it, come on down. If you can't, you can sit there on your recliner.
So Klaus back to serve. She has a good one that time. Lard to Gomez. Gomez going to send it across. Pierce, Villa going to set up Reeves. Reeves hits it deep. Gomez keeps it in play. Diaz going to set Salazar, who sends it over. Klaus to Villa to Thompson. Thompson slams it down, but Hagerman keeping it in play. Chloe Jones, Villa. Ball gets hit at the net by Chacon. Finds the floor, and it's 1-0. Hagerman going to make a substitution here. Number 10, Salazar's going to step off. Number 16, Amaya steps on. She's going to be your server. Amaya steps up, throws it over. Pierce, Villa going to set up Reeves. Reeves goes up high, bumps it into open space. Hagerman couldn't get to it, and Reeves with the kill as she makes it 1-1. We've started so good in both of the first two sets. Let's see if we can do it and keep it going one here. Chloe Jones back to the service stripe. The senior throws it up, hits it over. Lard hits it back in play to Chacon. Villa to Thompson, going to set Reeves at the net. Reeves slams it down, but Gomez keeps it in play, and here goes Gomez on the slam back this way with a spin down the net, falls into the
Those are the
Cardinal
hardest
side.
ones to get to right
Yes. And that makes it 2-1. Hagerman in the lead. Pamela Chacon back to the service area for the Lady Bobcats, throws it up, hits it over. And that ball. The angle that I was at, I couldn't tell.
Looked like it was way this side.
The response from our coaches and our players, I'm not thinking it was good. And that one was long, and they do call that one long. So 3-2. I had a bad angle for seeing that one before, but I can tell you that Klaus, who's usually a pretty straight shooter, didn't like the call. 3-2. Thompson throws it up, hits it over. There's a little run in there as two Hagerman Bobcats run into each other. It finds the floor, and so an ace from Thompson. Thompson back ready again, the freshman. 3-3 is your score. Throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. That ball gets hit into the net. Yep, it comes across. Thompson now going to set Reeves. Reeves hits it hard. It's headed out of bounds, and it finds the floor. And the Lady Cardinals have a lead here in set number 3 at 4-3. Thompson back to the service stripe. The freshman throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Hagerman can't deal with it, and it's an ace for the freshman Kara Thompson.
And we lead by 2.
3-5. Got to get past 6. 6 has been that deadly number for us.
The magic number.
Thompson, the freshman, back to serve. Throws it up, hits it over, and hits it into the net.
Oh, my goodness.
It's 4-5. So multiple subs coming in for Hagerman.
Those ones into the net are the most frustrating.
4-5 is the score, and back is, that is number 5, Acosta, and she hits it into the net, and it's 4-6.
Of course, unless it's on the other side, then it's not quite as frustrating.
Coming in is McGuire. Klaus steps off, and Sarah Reeves, the senior, heads to the service area. She throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez just going to send it across, and then Reeves from the back row just two-handed send it over, and Gomez sends it back to us, and they score another point. It's 5-6. Eunice leads by 1 on the board, and that'll bring up Natalie Gomez, the player for this Bobcat team for sure. She throws it up, hits it over with the jump serve. Pierce with a good first touch to Thompson. Thompson sets McGuire. McGuire sends it across. Salazar keeps it in the air. Diaz fists it back into the corner, and it finds the floor.
And here we said it's 6-6 again.
And here we go. I just talked about it. It was 6-6 in the first set, 6-6 in the second set, and here we are at 6-6 in the third set. Gomez throws this one up, hits it over. Pierce with the first touch. Thompson going to set it back to Pierce. Pierce slaps it over. Diaz. They're going to set Diaz in the back row. Chloe Jones keeps that one alive. Thompson. Pierce slams it down.
Nice.
And Eunice leads 7-6. We may have broke
that barrier there.
Yeah, that 6 has been the barrier for us so far. And Eunice now leads 7-6. So Pierce back to the service line. The junior throws it up and hits it over. Lard. I think that's Salazar. They're going to set Gomez in the back row. She spins one off the top of the net. Thompson just going to touch it over. Hagerman trying to get to it, and they do. Gaetan. Thompson sets Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones sends it into the corner. Diaz keeps it alive, and there was like a catch and a...
That was a catch and a release right there.
Throws it, yeah. She grabbed it in the air like Michael Jordan, hung her tongue out.
Or Shaq. Look like maybe Shaq
the tongue on her shoe, and then slam dunked it over the net on us, and it's now 7-7, and that ball finds the net.
That used to be against the rules back in the day. You remember?
8-7, so the Lady Cardinals have broke the 6-6 jinx here as we're up 8-7.
And that ball rolled out the concession stands. You went and got some popcorn.
And it came back, and Villa's got it. She liked the popcorn. She hits it deep. Gomez with the first touch to Diaz. They're going to set Gomez in the back row, but somebody hit it in front of her, and she didn't like it. Jones comes through, hits it deep. Gomez keeps that one alive. Diaz going to set Salazar, who sends it across. Pierce with the first touch to Villa. Thompson hits that one into the net, and it's 8-8. So we've got away from 6.
And 15 up. That's Martinez coming up to serve.
Riley Martinez throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Villa. Villa tried to set Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
And Jones came running through from the back row and tried to just touch it over, and the 6'2" Chacon just reached over the net and slapped it right back down to her, and it's 9-8. Hagerman in the lead. Martinez throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch. over to Villa. Thompson's spike was blocked by Chacon. Now they're going to set Chacon, and she slams it down at the feet of Haley Jones, and it finds the floor, and it's 10-8. That 6'2" young lady is hard for us to deal with. We just don't. That's a tough matchup at the front. 10-8. Martinez sends it over. Pierce, Villa, McGuire hits a good shot right there. Hagerman keeps it alive though. Pierce to Villa to Thompson. Thompson sends it deep. Gomez keeps it in the air. Diaz gonna set it to Chacon, and Chacon slams that one down. And that's another point. It's 11-8.
Martinez still serving.
So Martinez back, throws it up, hits it over. Chloe Jones with the first touch. Over to Villa. I think she was trying to set Jones, but she hit it backwards. Thompson clears it. Diaz hits it to Thompson. To Villa. Chloe Jones sends a one-armer across. Diaz going to send it over at the net. Jones keeps that one alive. And then McGuire swings at that one. And it finds the floor. It's 12-8. Eunice trails by 4. And here goes the Hagerman run that we've seen in the first two sets. Martinez, Chloe Jones. They set it back to Jones. Jones hits it deep into the corner, and it's in. So Jones finds the little open spot back there. It's 12-9. Jazzy Klaus back to the service stripe. 12-9 is the score. Klaus ready, throws it up, hits it over. It's a good serve by Klaus. Ball's right there at the net, and Sarah Reeves jumps up and blocks Diaz at the net as she was trying to touch it across. When Reeves is up there at the front, that is kind of our kryptonite to Chacon. Klaus throws it up, hits it long, and it is out of bounds, and it's going to be 13-10.
You got that sledgehammer out again.
So that'll send, I believe, Chacon. No, that's Amaya back to the service line. Substitutions for Hagerman coming in. As I believe that is number 3, Medina. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Amaya. Klaus to Villa to Thompson. Thompson sends it over. Lard, Diaz, and now Gomez swings for the fences. Klaus tried to keep it in play, but it finds its way out of bounds, and it's 14-10. So 16 is Amaya, I believe, serving. She throws it up and hits it over. Pierce, Chloe Jones, Thompson, Lard, Diaz sets up Gomez. Gomez punches it over through the partial block of Reeves and onto the floor on the Eunice side. It's 15-10. Emily Acosta throws it up, hits it over for Hagerman. Chloe Jones with the first touch to Villa. They send it back to Jones. Jones hits it long, and it finds its way across. Acosta slams that one down. Klaus and Pierce were both going for it. It goes off the hands of Klaus and out of bounds. It's 16-10. So Amaya sends it over. Pierce, Villa gonna set up Reeves. Reeves slams that one in, and a great shot by Sarah Reeves. The senior gets a kill, 16-11. So that'll send the other senior, Chloe Jones, back to the service line. She throws it up, hits it over. I don't know what that one was. And 17-11.
That duck died before it got there.
Yes, it did. And
it's frustrating to watch. It's very frustrating for the girls down there. I know. I know.
17-11, throwing it up and hitting it over is Diaz. Klaus to Villa. Gonna set up Reeves, who runs in, hits it across. Gomez, Diaz, back to Gomez. Now they're gonna give it to Chacon, and Sarah Reeves with the block on Chacon. This time they're gonna set Gomez, and Reeves with the block on her. Thompson sends it over. Chacon sends it deep. And Chloe Jones and Klaus almost run into each other, and Jones hits a one-hander that goes back up and finds the floor. It's 18-11. So that'll send Michaela Diaz back to the service stripe. She throws it up, hits it over, and it's out of bounds. 18-12. Ladies trail by 6.
Be a good time for a run.
Need one. 18-12 is the score. Kara Thompson back to the service stripe. Throws it up, jump serve, hits it over. It's a good one. Gomez with a good first touch. Diaz, they're going to give it back to Gomez. Gomez goes up and gets it. Thompson keeps it in play. Gaetan going to send it over. Diaz sets up Gomez. Gomez goes up and hits it hard, but it gets a double block there by Reeves and Gaetan. Gomez then sends it back over into the open space in the middle, and it's at 19 or 20 to 12? 19 to 12.
Yeah. They're pretty quick on putting them points up.
So stepping off is number 5, Sylvia Acosta, is into the service area for Hagerman. Acosta throws it up, hits it over. It's a good one. Jones with the first touch. Thompson just bumps it over. Gomez to Diaz, back to Gomez. She punches it over, finds the space, and gets a point there as it is now 20 to 12. Here comes the serve. Klaus to Thompson to Pierce. Diaz going to set it up outside for Gomez. Gomez goes up and rips at it, but Reeves blocked her, and then they get it back over. And now we set Pierce. Pierce slams it down, but Hagerman keeps it alive. Sending it over is Gomez. The ball's going to be up in the net, and it finds the floor. 21-12, 22-12, 21-12. So the Lady Cardinals are four points away from ending their road season. Throwing it up and hitting it over is Hagerman. Gaetan going to set up Pierce. Pierce slaps that one through the block and onto the floor, and it's 21-13. So headed back to the service area is Reeves. Klaus steps off, McGuire steps on. Reeves throws it up, hits it over, it spins off the net, and they keep it alive. Eunice running into each other over there, but Pierce sends it across. Diaz going to set up Gomez far out on the side. She punches it over. Reeves. Jones gets it back into the air. Thompson. It gets hit over. Oh, and Hagerman dives and sends it over. McGuire now going to send it through. The Lady Cards seem like they're on each other's feet at almost every hit. They're like stumbling over each other. Jones, McGuire, Gaetan has it blocked. Jones dives through, keeps it alive. McGuire going to set Pierce, and Pierce hits that one into the net, and it's going to be 22-13. It seems like on almost all those volleys, the Lady Cardinals have got two people both trying to hit it. They're tripping over each other's feet, running into each other.
That's a communication deficiency a little bit, I think.
Gomez serve comes over. Haley Jones hits it into the air. Chloe Jones bumps it up front. Gaetan sends it across, and then Diaz hits it into the net for the Lady Bobcats. 22-14. Pierce, the junior, heads back to serve now for the Lady Cardinals, trailing by 8. Throwing it up and hitting it over. It's a good one. Lard. I think that's Salazar, couldn't tell for sure. Gomez sends it over. Thompson. McGuire just bumps it over. Thompson. Chloe Jones sends it over. Gomez keeps it in play. Diaz going to set it up over on this side. Thompson's first touch deflects backwards, heads to the back, and it's 23-14. The Lady Cards trail by 9. Lost the first set 25-13. Second set 25-16. This set right now 23-14. And back to the service area. I believe that's
number 3.
Number 3, that's Medina. Keeping it alive is the Lady Cardinals. Thompson going to set it for Jones. Jones rears back, hits it deep. Hagerman keeps it in play though. Salazar sends it to Cius. Thompson, Pierce, Jones. Jones rears back and hits that one into the net. And it's 24-14. The Lady Cards are 1 point away from ending the road season. The Hagerman faithful getting rowdy over there with the start the bus. Haley Jones to Pierce, to McGuire. Gomez. Diaz going to set it up in the middle for Chacon. Pierce keeps it alive. Chloe Jones bumps it into the middle. McGuire sends it over. Gomez. Diaz. They're going to set Gomez in the back row. She hits it hard. Thompson keeps it in play, does Gaetan, and Chloe Jones sends it over. Going to send it up in the middle for 15. That's Amaya.
Nice.
Ooh, I thought we deflected it. They're going to say it's out. I thought we deflected it. I try to call a spade a spade. The Hagerman faithful are not happy. They thought it was a touch. I did too. I got to be honest with you.
Well,
24-15.
We'll take it.
And that'll send Villa back to the service trap for the Lady Cardinals. The Hagerman faithful are booing. Gomez. The ball's into the net. Diaz touches it even more into the net. It's 24-16. And I got to tell you, the little bit of Hagerman people that are here are rowdy.
They're rowdy. They're very rowdy.
Villa throws it up, hits it across. It's a good one. Good first touch by Hagerman. Diaz going to set Gomez in the back row. Good first touch by Pierce to Villa. Thompson sends it over. Gomez, Diaz just sends it through. Lady Cardinals running into each other again. Villa to Jones. Jones sends it across. Gomez sends it deep. And Villa just sends it across. It's like some backyard 4th of July volleyball. Pierce, Villa, going to set up Thompson. Thompson touches it over, but Diaz sends it back to us. It's going to be in the net. And the ball finds the floor. And the final score, Hagerman 25, Eunice 16, as your Lady Cardinals fall in this game. They are now 2-18,
That's
1-6.
unprecedented for the Cardinals.
Yeah, so the Lady Cards fall here today. Once again, we will have the football game coming up Saturday. We've got another volleyball game as your Eunice Lady Cardinals will host JAL for senior night Thursday. I believe we'll start our broadcast for that somewhere around 5. You know, not the outcome that the Lady Cardinals or their fans wanted.
No.
Not the season that
Not
we
the season we
expected for sure. You know, the Lady Cardinals have been to the state championship, the state tournament every
Multiple
year.
times.
I know that Chloe's been in high school, and every year that Jada was in high school. So this is something new, and it's been a tough season.
Well, and we've only got 2 seniors on the team. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know. You know, I've mentioned this several times. You know, everybody's always looking for somebody to blame, but I don't know. I don't know who, what's at fault. I just know we're not winning. So
Just not getting it done.
yeah. So with that said, quick shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Lobo Trucking, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Guns Up Services, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Herrera's Oil Field. I got another police department calling me. I'm sure somebody else is needing a warrant. That's the 3rd warrant that I've had needed in this game. People don't realize how many nights of the week that I'm up doing that half the night.
Charge overtime for that or what?
Yeah, it seems like that's when they always need them, is in the middle of the night when you're sleeping. But anyway, at least tonight it's during this, and I can get it done either on the road or I'll go to McDonald's or somewhere in Carlsbad or Artesia and sit and do criminal complaints and warrants. But anyway, reminder, you've got about 15 minutes to get out and vote. If you haven't voted,
get it done.
Contested races in Eunice, Eunice Hospital District Board, Eunice School District Board, and then, of course, unopposed is the City Council. So shout out to all those folks. Best of luck to all of you. We appreciate you being willing to put your name out there and to give up your time, because I will tell you, I don't know how many times with my family, myself, I don't know how many times my wife has missed a kid's birthday party, especially nieces, nephews. Numerous ball games where I'm at a game, she's at the city council meeting. That is something that comes with those positions. So we appreciate those willing to do that and sacrifice their time. Any final thoughts, Charlie?
And not the outcome we wanted, but we, with playing the number 1 and with our set, where we're setting, I think the girls gave it all they had tonight and just come up short. But we'll see you Thursday night.
So the Lady Cardinals fall. Thursday night we'll be back. Saturday, football in Eunice. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the sponsors. Thank you for listening. For Charlie Fairbrush and Rosendo, who isn't with us tonight, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Good night.
Good night.